How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Ruffians all the way from Australia. Much love to these guys. They can say their names and what they do in the band.
My name's Dane. I'm the vocalist.
My name's Mitch. I play guitar and backing vocals.
I'm Matt, and I play the trumpet.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you guys for emailing me. Always love getting international bands on here. I always feel like very blessed to have like international acts on here because it's very cool to see that my channel has traveled that much further over. But to get it started, how did you guys start out? How did you get all of your members? Because there's a lot of members in your band. And then just like the Ruffians anthology story, as you will.
Yeah, sure. So we started out as just a four-piece, standard rock band setup with your drums, bass, guitar, and lead vocals. And we were playing just along with like backing tracks live, or
Gotcha.
it's because we've always had the horns and like strings and stuff in the background. And we just sort of invited Matt along one day to come and play along with us. And then so Matt plays trumpet, so Matt started becoming a regular appearance in our shows, and then Matt brought along a trombone player, and now we've got a sax player. So just over a couple of years, it went from 4 members to 7 members.
Must be hard traveling with you guys, 7 members. It must be.
Yeah. There's plenty of coordination that goes on.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Car rides.
Yeah, everybody in tight quarters, because I was talking about this in a previous interview I did today, ironically enough, and I was just like, I don't know how bands that have like more than 4 members, they must have like somebody that's like the Rain Man, where they like are like, okay, this time works for this person, this time works for this person. All right, so we have some free time between this 3-hour period. Is who's available to meet? Like, there must be so much scheduling that goes on between you guys. So it must be cool. But I do appreciate the like live horn section and just having that in there. And I watched the most recent music video on your Facebook page, and I was just like, when I got the email about it, I was like, okay, first thing that I automatically always do is go check out like the social media, go check out like anything that's been released. And I watched the one on Facebook, and I was like, holy shit, like these guys are awesome. Like, it's not typically like, I couldn't even really like honestly put a finger on it in terms of like the influences, which I obviously will ask you guys about, but I was like really trying to pinpoint it, and it was just so unique and different from what I typically listen to that I was kind of a little bit just like thrown off. And I went back and listened to it again, and I was just so like interested in how you guys like kind of craft your sound, because it does just has this interesting sound that honestly, like, I would highly recommend everybody to go check out, because it's just so different. In terms of kind of organizing all of those different sounds, like, do you guys find it difficult to kind of like, because like you said, there's like 7 members. Do you guys find it difficult to kind of like corral all of these members together and be like, this is what we're doing, like this is what we want to kind of accomplish, or is it easy? I hope it's easy.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's easy when when everyone's schedules open. It can get a logistical nightmare, but it's so much easier with the internet these days, because half the band, so we're in Newcastle, and the other half of the band lives in Sydney, which is about 2 hours north of where we are.
Okay.
So we just sort of, when someone writes a song, we'll just put it on our Dropbox and share it, and everyone just sort of contributes their little bits and pieces. So it's sort of just, we collaborate online a lot, and when we all get together, it's a big happy reunion.
That's awesome. Well, continued luck on that, because I certainly feel like you guys like have crafted this like really unique sound, and I'm glad that you guys reached out and messaged me about it, especially you, Mitch, like for reaching out. I thought it was like, I was like, when usually I love international bands because they feel like they always have this like different way about like crafting music than like being an American and having the American artists, and they're great as well. But
Mm-hmm.
I just think that everybody kind of does it a little bit differently, and it's just cool to
Yeah, have
hear
their own
like,
voice, sort of thing.
yeah, exactly. And it's
Yeah.
cool to hear the different variations of that. So, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
continue luck to you guys. And I'll leave
Mm-hmm.
links for your guys' social media below. But, you know, in terms of your influences, who do you guys draw from? Like, who originally got you started out in music, like, really interested in either singing, playing your instruments? Like, who got you originally started out, and then who influences like Ruffians collectively like now?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
You go.
it's a really hard question to answer because there's seven of us, so we've all got our own influences. I know that Mitch has a big influence on Queen, not on Queen.
Yeah.
A lot of the guitar you notice has that big Brian May-ish sound.
Yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
he's trying up the drum.
Yeah.
And then, Dave comes from musical theatre, so a lot of how he sings and the words that he writes will come through almost like a theatre song.
Yeah.
And then our horn parts, we're all marching band kids, so that's how we run and how we play. So, we're all a little bit different.
Yeah, trying to get marching band guys to play sleazy jazz rock.
Yeah, it's had its charm.
Have to relearn how to play the trumpet.
I could certainly imagine that, just like I said, with a kind of revolving door of different influences, and like again, everybody having their own individual influences. It kind of feels like a
Yeah.
very much like a melting pot of different things. And I'm glad that you guys mentioned that you're doing marching band, and some of you were like in theater, because it definitely has that like avant-garde kind of like aspect to it, where it's like very like musically different. That I think that's what kind of legitimately, I was like sitting here in this chair and listening through with like my headphones on, and I was just like, my whole, like literally my entire face was just like, what am I listening to? This is like so intriguing.
That's what we go for.
And
When you hear it for the first time, people go, "What the hell was that?"
and I can't even imagine, like, I was listening kind of to a studio version, so I can only imagine like live it might be even just like more expansive, more out there. And I love the music video itself. Like, I love that you guys like all dressed up in like like a almost like a marching band-esque uniform. How was that process of shooting that music video? Because I don't know, I enjoyed myself watching it, and I imagine everybody that's going to check it out are going to enjoy it. So how was that time like crafting that music video?
Yeah, like that music video we shot in the place that we recorded, like the recording
Oh,
studio,
cool.
its
Okay.
bathroom.
Yes.
It looks a lot bigger in the music video than it actually is. And it's like a very tight space. So just getting some of the angles and everything, like it was
and trying to get the cameraman out of the shot because there's a big mirror on the wall.
Yeah, it was definitely had its challenges trying to set up angles and get seven guys in the one space coordinating well, actually looking like they.
And it's pretty gross as well. You're in a functional gents toilet. Yeah,
Smelled great.
yeah.
No, I think like that end product that came out from it is really crisp, really tight.
Yeah, going for that sort of cramped, dirty sort of vibe, and hopefully it came across.
I legitimately, I will say the bathroom did look much larger in the music video. I was like, almost instinctually, it was like, yeah, they're all probably like, 'cause I've shot like music videos, and I've also done like obviously playing and seeing like live bands and stuff, and I see how like tight the stage is, and then people were like, oh my god, you're so close, everything looks so big, and I was like, if you were there, that stage is a lot smaller than it looks, unfortunately. But like, I kind of imagined the same thing watching the music video. I was like, they must be like right next to each other, like completely just like crammed up. But I think it came out great, and I think it kind of honestly matches that whole like avant-garde like out there sort of styling that you guys have. And like very rarely do I have an opportunity where I am kind of stumbled on what like musical influences and things that I usually pride myself on like kind of getting close or like getting in the ballpark. But I was just genuinely like, I have nothing. I don't even like, there's nothing that at least is remotely similar to like what I kind of at least have a general idea about. So kudos to you guys for just having that original sound and really just digging into it, because it does really, like, again, shout outs to Rich from this band called Secrets. He was like, who are you having on after we're done? And I said, oh, I'm having this Australian band called Ruffians. And he was like, okay, I'll go check them out. And then so he's like, he gave you a shout in the previous interview.
Well, we'll check the socials once we're done. If he hasn't followed us, we'll get on with it, mate.
Oh, Rich, you heard it here first. But it was just so, I was just like, it's so out there, it's just so different. And again, it was something that, like, as soon as it hit my inbox, I was like, I have to hit these guys up immediately. It was like instinctual. But yeah, in terms of the influences, I definitely like, I almost instinctually thought like Queen had to be in that kind of vein, because it does have that kind of like operatic kind of vibe to it, that Queen was known for.
We really liked like the Queen's production side of things, where it's there's like 100 guitars and there's 100 vocal parts. And so we just do that for everyone. So
your producer must be really happy about that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we nearly break the computer every time we go and do a new song.
The computer starts smoking.
Yeah.
What about one more?
Yeah.
Can we do another line? Always another.
If someone says, "Do you want one more on there?" the answer is always yes.
That's awesome. And then I know you guys kind of touched on it in regards to doing a lot of things remote. Like, obviously, a lot of us experienced the pandemic. I would say a large majority of us, went through that process. In regards to like writing music and continuing that process, obviously I don't feel like too much changed in that aspect of things. But, when coming back and being able to like perform together again, like, how was that experience? How is that feeling? Because I'd imagine just like very much like myself going to concerts and seeing shows more recently, it's just been just a very relieving thing, and just awesome to see like bands really getting back out there and like showing up for shows. So do you feel like there has been more of a resurgence within your area where you guys play, like the Sydney area, where people have come out to see you guys that have been like, oh my god, like I saw you guys shoot that music video and now you're doing shows and stuff? Or do you find that like it's been roughly around the same?
They don't know. Like, they're not coming specifically to see us, they're just coming out to see music.
So just to get aside.
Yeah, people just be out experiencing everything at the moment, which is really awesome. It means more people for us. So that's always way better.
And that's right.
People that do know who we are coming more, and it's just awesome to see them standing there singing along as well. Yeah.
And going through the pandemic, like you were saying, everyone went through it. It was so disheartening, because I'm assuming it was similar in your area as well, whereas things were starting to look better, the cases were going down, and then we started booking shows, and then the cases would rise again, the shows would get cancelled, and it was just so disheartening. So we would go on spurts of inspiration, and then it would all dry up pretty quickly.
That's it is, and I'm glad that at least I think for me, during this time, and even kind of more currently now too, is that just finding bands. Like, I think that's what I really kind of prided myself over that period of time, where like I wasn't able to go out and like do the things that I normally do. I think I really kind of really dug my head into more music stuff that I'm like maybe not as familiar with, and trying to get involved with that. And so, again, I appreciate you guys reaching out, because it just like I love adding to the arsenal of music that I already know and love, but I love to get into stuff that maybe I'm not as quite familiar with, or might seem like, oh well, I'm not well versed in this, I don't know if I want to get into it. And I feel like with your guys' music, it's just so eclectic, and I'm curious like where you guys are going to be heading as a band, because it's just so unique. And so I hope that people check out your band, because honestly I was just shocked, and I feel like a lot of people are just going to be like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, this is so crazy. So
Shocked is
again,
what we got.
shocked is, I think shocked is the perfect adjective to describe how you guys like create music, but like shocked in the most like best way possible. Like, I think you guys were I would argue you guys are probably one of my favorite like people who have hit me up in finds of this year, because it's just different from what I typically listen to. Like, I'm usually into like super like heavy like metal music, and like now I'm really getting into like indie and folk and stuff, and that's like again the complete opposite. And you guys are somewhere like out
Somewhere
here,
in the
like up at the
Yeah.
top, like. And so I'm totally about that, and I hope that I can find that like cookie trail to get back to Ruffians. But speaking of finding out about music and getting into that segue, what are you guys currently listening to? What are bands that you've been jamming more recently?
I think for me, like recently, I've been listening to Coheed and Cambria's.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right.
I'm a big like Coheed fan. I love Claudio's kind of writing and storytelling that's in that band,
Mm-hmm.
and
Real nerd stuff.
That's facts. Yeah.
The way that they tell stories, I think, is very akin to like, theatre and like a stage show. So it's very like easy.
Very theatrical.
Yeah, like very theatrical, very easy for me to relate to. Like I'll listen to some of the songs and I'm like, you could easily put this on a stage.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
yeah.
narrative
Like different
and actors,
acts.
and and it would make perfect sense. So
I listen to a lot of music, similar to yourself, by the sounds of it. What am I listening to? Well, I've been listening to Panic at the Disco's latest album that just dropped
Okay. Yeah.
a couple of days ago or something like that. Yeah, I've been enjoying that so far. And Ice Nine Kills, or like a
Oh,
metalcore
yeah.
band.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. That's sort of. There's probably the other thing that's been high on my rotation at the moment.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've been listening to all the music I listened to as a teenager at the moment. Motion City Soundtrack, Between You, Say Anything, all that sort of
Old school, bro.
old school stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't age me. I'm starting to feel, yeah. You have aged me now. I'm just like, yeah, I know all of this band. So now I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
They're all great. Yeah. I'm glad you guys mentioned, again, I'm glad that you guys mentioned Coheed. I feel like that's probably another band that I feel like you guys kind of take inspiration from in regards to like the whole like aspect of like storytelling, like songwriting and stuff like that, and just incorporating different elements. And so I didn't, like I said, sonically probably a little bit not in the same lane, but I think like just the way that the songs are structured and things of that nature, I think that's kind of in that lane. And I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this other band, the Deer Hunter. You guys kind of got that like event, like that very Casey Krensko or whatever. I don't know how to say his last name, but you got that kind of like very like theatrical. I know he does a lot of those kind of like, he literally did the Axe series of like just a bunch of different albums. So I feel like if anything, you guys take like like clues from that and just wind up throwing it into Ruffians. But again, something. I know I keep saying it, I'm going to beat this dead horse until this interview is over with, but they genuinely shocked me, and I don't usually get too shocked, so I would argue that. So for a band to just shock me musically, they're one you need to listen to. But great suggestions. Definitely love a lot of those bands, and I'll have to give the new Panic record a listen. I haven't. I kind of fell off
it's
the
one of my
bandwagon.
sort of. Yeah, I'm sort of like just a sucker for his songwriting. I would like you, and I think it's like he's getting to the stage. I was saying to a mate that he's been, going for 15, 20 years or something like that now.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shit songs he's done, but like there's probably like 3 or 4 really good ones on each album.
Fair
So
enough.
now he's got like 40 really good songs.
Yeah, he'll get to the point where he can make a greatest hits, and then he'll put all of your recommendations, Mitch. It'll be
That's it.
Mitch compilation of
That's it.
top 40 picks of Panic at the Disco with Mitch from Ruffians. So look out for it, guys. Next question I have for you is a fun one, and I'm very curious on your guys' answer. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Well, yeah, go for it.
I reckon we should do Need a Moocher, because I love that book, and I think I should really kill it.
Ooh, all right.
He's been trying with this one for a long time.
A long time.
Because we do incorporate quite a few covers into our songs. Say, like halfway through one of our songs, we'll just go into Bohemian Rhapsody, and then go back into our song, or so we do sort of know a lot. We know little bits of a lot of covers. I don't know. What about you?
That's hard. There's so many good choices. Like, I don't know, we already do a bit of like Disney classics. So we cover like theatre.
Yeah, we do a few Disney songs like A Whole New World and
Interesting. All right.
Yeah. So we try and go for that really camp musical theatre vibe.
I feel like you guys. Let me think. I'm curious. Let me think. What song you guys could take on that would be ridiculous.
Other ones we've done with we do Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears and Shania Twain. Yeah.
What?
Toxic.
All right.
Yeah, Toxic.
Yeah, Toxic would be fun.
Let me think. I really want to think about this one. I feel like you guys could do an insane cover, and I just haven't landed on the song.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'll have to put it in post of which song I think might work for Ruffians. This is too much pressure.
Editing this part where you go, oh yeah, I had this really good idea.
I had this great idea, while I was sitting here editing the interview. Man, I'm gonna have to think about that one. I think we'll leave it up to the comments, guys. If you like Ruffians and you think, man, I would love to hear them do a cover of this song, drop them in the comments.
Drop it in, and I promise we won't play
it. You were the first person to say that they wouldn't play it, so I feel like the obvious answer is that now you got to play it. You just be defeating the whole purpose. Yeah. The internet is very cruel, so I feel like they will beat you to a stick, and just So, guys, give us the suggestions down below. The next question I have for you guys, another fun one. What is your favorite food to eat?
Mine is gnocchi.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah. I know potato is just the most versatile thing in the world.
It is.
What can't it do?
Everything.
I think the correct answer was pizza or burgers or something. Mine would be pizza.
Ice cream.
Oh, ice
I
cream.
want to be ice cream.
Oh.
How old are you, 12?
I will say, shout outs to Loose End. They were the other Australian band I had on recently, and they said that I have to try this thing, which I haven't tried yet, guys. I plan on doing it, but they had this thing that they recommended that I make, which is called chicken parma. So they're like, everybody's like, you gotta make chicken parma. So guys, I just want to let you know it's gonna happen. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but don't worry. I'm gonna respect the Australian culture and make chicken parma. So.
It's not a pub if it doesn't have a parmy or a parma.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, leave me your chicken parma recipes in the comments too. I need to know how you guys just chef's kiss it. You
Yeah.
know. The next question I have for you guys. Very curious on this answer as well. If you guys could pick somebody to collaborate with on an up and coming Ruffians record, who would you like to have on?
Do they have to be alive?
Ooh, I'll make it. Give me one alive and one dead person. That sounded very morbid.
Prince would be the dead person.
Oh,
I'd love to work with Prince.
What is dead?
I'm so shocked.
Spoilers. Life person. Yeah, I don't know. The obvious ones would be like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Sure.
Fair enough.
Also dead.
Yeah.
What? He's dead too. Oh my god. I'm out of it.
Yeah, Bowie, and also I'd like to work with George Martin, the dude that did all the Beatles stuff. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
I guess like one alive person for me, I would love to collab with the Ollie Sykes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a big fan of BNPH since like Pray for Plague's era. So yeah, that would be like
all right.
Kind of collab.
I know that name. That's a familiar one in this house here. No, that would be that'd actually be I would be curious to see that. That one would be cool. Obviously would love to see you guys with like Freddie Mercury, but you know, we don't have access to Disney's Freeze-O-Matic machine, so you know, we can't unthaw Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, Prince, and Michael Jackson all together. So you know, just not happening. You know, but if you want to support that fund, you know, feel free to send us some money. That'd be great.
Yeah, please donate.
But I feel like I definitely feel like Ollie would be really cool. So guys, if you want Ollie Sykes to feature on a Ruffians track, you have to go to twitter.com, tag Ruffians, tag Ollie Sykes, say collaboration.
And I want Ollie like screaming. I don't want Ollie singing.
Okay, that's your demand. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. We're laying the ground rules, so we appreciate that. So only Ollie screams, and yeah, that'd be sick. So guys, make sure to type that on Twitter. You know you want to hear it. They're already working on the next track. It's like Pray for Plagues meets Queen, you know, so chef's kiss. We love it.
It's ready to go. It's just
ready to rock. We got horn sections. We got breakdowns. We have theatrics, you know, chef's kiss. So guys, get ready. I'm gonna be blown away. The next question I have for you guys: if there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be?
You go, what's the musical instrument you master at the moment?
Yeah, like, do I ask? Probably voice, but yeah. No, I think for me it's probably keys, I guess.
Ooh, all right.
It's so versatile because then you can move into like things like synth, MIDI kind of stuff, or live production stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be really, really handy and just a lot of fun.
That was a good answer.
That was mine.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I often think about because a lot of guitarists, as you know, they play like nearly every instrument in the bands, but I tried not to do that and just focus on guitar. But I often think about and I would choose weirder instruments. When I say weirder, like sax or trumpet, or just sort of ones that are a little bit different. Yeah, more so I can add to the band. So if I start shredding on the clarinet, there'll be a lot of clarinet songs.
I would be about that.
Dane took mine, so I'll say drums instead.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
That would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
I would just want you guys to just like,
I
I would want to see you guys do like a round robin, like you'd all swap instruments, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of rad.
Almost.
And the good thing about drums is, like you were saying, some of the best drummers are fucking fat dudes.
Yeah.
It's-
Just chill out.
yeah.
Not out of one.
Yeah.
Someone.
Shirt off.
Shirt
No
off.
option. No option. Shirt must be off.
That's what the phone goes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was not expecting you to go off like that, Mitch, but that was I don't know whether or not I should be sad, happy, or just laugh, so I just kind of like ha. And then I was like, "Oh man, that sounded really terrible." So, I'm sorry. But the next question I have for you guys, if you know, obviously a lot of people that are going to be watching this are new fans. If you could recommend a Ruffians track that would give you a good idea of the band generally, is there any that you guys can recommend?
Hey, Other Side's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
it's new.
It's a new song, The Other Side.
The Other Side.
It is.
That's why we're here.
No,
For
yeah,
any
it's
other
pretty-
reason, no. It was just for other side.
It's pretty indicative, I guess, of our sound and where it is at the moment. It's a bit different to some of that
Previous
stuff.
Yeah.
Killers is probably the one I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A great show.
Yeah.
Probably be my suggestion.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
got that big intro and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it really reflects who we are trying to be as well.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be going forward.
Yeah, I would agree with both of them. Yeah.
Wow, took the easy route, Mitch. I'm very
Yeah. Well, all of the songs have got loud guitars, heavy drums and horns, and lots of vocals. So yeah, and a guitar solo. We have a very strict formula.
I couldn't tell. That was not what I imagined you guys to be. Very strict with the formula. So, but yeah, no, guys, check it all. Again, I've already told you many times, but I'm gonna keep telling you. Check the links below. Go give Ruffians a listen. The next question I have for you guys: if you were to compile a dream tour lineup, including Ruffians, who would be on it?
Do we each get to choose a band?
Yeah, right.
Is that how it works?
You get two.
I get two.
Oh,
Love
all
that.
right. There you go.
I can't pick one.
It's going to be like a camping one where you got
Oh yeah, true.
an all-nighter.
Yeah. I reckon it'd be like a 2-day.
A 2-day.
Okay, fair enough.
Kind of band.
Okay, respect.
Tickets are in the link below.
Yeah, tickets below.
If you can just at Twitter, Ollie Syke. Get it there, guys. Make it happen. No, I think dream lineup probably for me, Kohi. Like, yeah, like them. Yeah.
Start with those. So we're going the slightly heavier route.
Oh, you know anything? You can have like.
When are they playing?
What's that band point?
Hush Bumpler. Yeah,
German band. German horn band.
They're pretty mad.
Yeah, we'd have to get some horn band.
Yeah. And just put that on out.
Yeah. Charbella. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, what do they call the Hot Potato Band? Get those guys on there. They're Australian sort of horn band.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck? Hot potato?
Yeah.
Like the game? Like, where you pass
Yeah.
the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Wiggles.
What? Oh, sorry, the Hot Potatoes. I didn't know they did a song. I'm familiar with the song.
That's my choice, the Wiggles. That's what...
Yeah.
Actually, the Wiggles play like
The Wiggles.
adult shows in like Australia, and they absolutely slap. They play at like pubs, and like it's just a bunch of like
Yeah.
30-year-olds
Yeah.
dancing
Yeah.
and just singing along to like kids songs.
Yeah, it's like the Wiggles.
Amazing.
You guys are wild down there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be going to like a pub in I wouldn't be
going.
going to like a bar in Philadelphia and there'd be like the fucking like Sesame Street gangs just gonna show up and
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
childhood
Yeah.
songs. So
Well, because they're all really they're all old now. They're they're rockers that go to the pub.
I know, but it's just a strange concept that they were just so like
Yeah.
nationally known, and now they're just like, yeah, we play at the local pub down the street from, like,
We'll see you at the pub on Thursday.
yeah, it's Wiggle Wednesday. All right, let's go.
There you go. Wiggles, wings, and what?
Wiggles, Wiggles, wings, and Wednesday. I can't believe I said that, guys. Wiggles, if you want to take that as your slogan for your Wednesday night, Wednesday night gig, more than glad to take it off the hands. But yeah, no, I like that. I like that. Definitely just a wide, again, keeping with the wide variety. Love to hear it.
Yeah. Otherwise, we would be out of place if it wasn't be.
Yeah.
If it was a very.
It's kind of like, how do you collect?
Yeah.
How do you like kind of put a cocoon around our weirdness to kind of like make the pill easier to swallow? Gets to us to play. It's like, oh, okay, I've heard a bit of all the shit that's good.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We're
That's
headlining, obviously.
fair. Yes, I knew it.
They won it.
2 sets.
We're not playing different sets, they're the same set.
Great. We love it. We love to hear. Guys, purchase tickets below in the link to the description.
Tickets below.
Tickets below. There's going to be a secret guest DJ spot. Ollie Sykes is coming out, He's going to be doing his, famous emo night, so shout outs to Ollie.
Yeah. It'll just be all out boy bangers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
We love it. Next question, guys. Kind of in the same lane. In your opinion, who puts on a great live performance?
Elton John.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Elton
okay.
John's pretty good.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Been a while since I've seen live music.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot, Mitch.
Yeah. I should have known these questions are coming.
Should have, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
When I saw that. That's not 41.
Yeah.
Also pretty good.
Yeah, you keep going.
The Wombats were really
That's
good.
the last one I saw really good was Client Liaison. They're an Australian band. And they sort of go for a Australian 1980s throwback vibe. So it's all sound like their music sounds a bit like George Michael. And their live show, they put giant water coolers either side of the drum. It's not drum kit; it's sort of like synth drums on there. And so and then they halfway through the set, they come out with like a carton of Fosters, and just hand out beers to the audience. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. So yeah, and they all dress up in sort of like 1980s business attire. So think like I don't know.
Oh, like Anchorman.
Yeah,
the suits.
Yeah, those sorts of suits.
Oh my god.
But with like the really loud t-shirts and things like that. The Hawaiian t-shirts. Yeah. Check them out.
I will. That sounds so wild.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyone else?
What about you?
Who's the bull guys? The brass band.
Bullhorn.
Bullhorn? Were they good?
Yeah, Bullhorn are incredible.
I'd probably say Presets. I felt like they're pretty good live.
They were very good last night.
Yeah, they were very good live.
That was a good night.
That was a
We
good
had a
night.
few beers that night.
There we go. Next question, guys. Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
My favourite TV show is The Simpsons.
Oh,
33
nice.
seasons strong.
Still got it.
Yeah. Haven't dipped at all. I don't know about
Love Love the movies.
I
Yeah.
watched Bolto last night. That's a pretty good movie.
The dog.
Yeah.
The Disney dog.
Whatever it is.
That's some Disney knockoff. Frisbee. Yeah, I knew it was cheap. Well, I'm halfway through the latest season of Stranger Things and
Ooh,
enjoying that.
nice.
And movies. I'll say like I like horror movies, so like the Conjuring universe. I love that, all their movies, even like the shittier ones. I still enjoy.
Yeah. Movie, probably Children of Men. It's like it's an obscure kind of film. Not many people have seen it, but it's like
The answer's pizza and burgers.
yeah. So yeah, it's a great movie. It's really dystopian. Anything.
What age? What era are we talking? How old is it?
It's like early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
It's not like too old, I think.
Yeah.
It's got Clive Owens in it, and he's pretty solid. I think he's a good actor. TV show, Altered Carbon. Yeah, that like cyberpunk kind of.
I picked 2 cartoon movies. You guys make me feel like a child.
Ice cream, cartoons.
I don't know what
Wants to be 12.
Who doesn't want to be 12? You don't have to go to work.
That's
It's all there.
Yeah.
big
Simple
facts.
times.
Eat ice cream and don't get anyway.
Yeah.
To be 12.
That's
Beautiful.
that one resonated in the chest because I was like, my roommates were like, "Oh, you want to go to the gym today?" And I was like, I have 3 interviews. Like I had one earlier today, I had the one just before you guys, and now I have yours. And I was like, I can't do it, but I will go tomorrow morning. So I hope someone just
Yeah, I might go tomorrow.
I might go tomorrow. No, I'm definitely going tomorrow because I took 2 days off and I need to get my ass back into shape. You know, just
Yeah.
grind it out.
Feel
So,
that.
the next question I have for you guys: if you were trapped on a desert island for the next month, and there was one album you could bring with you to listen to, what album would it be?
A month. This is like my go-to album if I ever want to listen to anything on repeat, just non-stop. Daft Punk's Discovery.
Ooh,
Which is
nice.
probably also what Matt was going to say.
All right, you guys are on the same island.
I used to study for uni, listening to like
It's so good.
around the world, like on this loop.
So that would drive me insane.
It's
Yeah, like it's a very
yeah.
song
The
loopy
two
song.
non-neurotypical people listening. Oh,
I'd say probably just that new Panic at the Disco album. One, because I generally like listen to things like 5 times and then I'm done with it. Like I've listened to all I need to. So that would probably, because it's new, I'd go with that.
I'm going to pick Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. I actually really like all the songs that I have.
Nice.
So, that's what I'm gonna pick.
Yeah,
But I haven't heard too many times.
yeah, that was my sort of thinking. Rather than pick my favourite album,
Yeah.
and pick one that's new.
So you're going to pick something that wouldn't drive me insane.
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like there's multiple schools of thought on that one. I will
And there's
like.
like heartbreak songs on there as well. So if you're having a rough day, you just go to that song.
I
Dry
love
your
it.
tears with a palm for it.
I love. I want to
island,
make a. I wanted to make a comment on what Mitch said about like, he was like, "Oh, I only listened to albums 5 times, and then like I'm good." I feel like he's like that type of person that's just like, I need to just suck all the nutrients out of it, and then once it's done, I just discard its husk. You know.
That's exactly me.
You're like
Yeah.
an audio vampire.
Audio vampire.
Yeah,
That's a good song name.
There you go.
We should be writing this down.
Awesome. Next question I have for you guys. I love ending the interviews off with this question. For people who have watched this interview, much love, first and foremost. The second thing.
Thanks.
The second thing is what do you want people to take away from Ruffians, whether it be from a musical aspect, a lyrical aspect, or a combination of the two? What do you want people to, ultimately leave with your band, knowing what they know about you guys?
I'd like people to go away. I'd like to listen to it and come away as a new fan. Just for the fact, and we, like we were saying earlier, we purposefully try and shock people with like the wall of sound.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on, and also I like to write songs where it's pretty in sections and real scary and dark in other sections. So it's just an eclectic mix of everything, but still trying to write pop songs and happy songs that you can sing to.
Yeah, it's always like trying to find the balancing act.
Yeah. So
I hope people feel the same way I feel about the music I love.
yeah,
They come back to it when they need something to.
yeah,
But they feel warm and fuzzy inside, so they go back to this.
yeah,
Put it on the things.
yeah.
I definitely think there's a lot of stuff. This next upcoming like EP, which is very like relatable. A lot of like the concepts, storytelling behind it is just really human situations. Yeah,
Experiences.
life. Yeah, like some a bit more like subtle. Other ones are really fucking overt and in your face. And I think there's a lot of stuff in there that people can relate to, and that's I think that's what
We're trying to be more relatable here.
You guys were very relatable in this interview, so I feel very much closer to your band, so appreciate it. And I honestly, like I said, I do appreciate what Mitch said about being shocked, because I genuinely think that most people are going to be shocked, and if you aren't, something's wrong with you, because I was definitely shocked.
But shocked in a good way.
Shocked in the best way you can be shocked in, so
Yeah.
and I do appreciate you guys hitting me up. I did have a follow-up question with that. Did you guys find out about my channel through Loose Ends interview? I'm just curious on how that paper trail happened.
Just social trolling. Just
Social trolling.
scaring them. Yeah.
That's probably not the right
But
way.
trolling. I think you mean
Trolling.
Yeah, trolling.
I was like,
control.
I get like a DM from Mitch who's just like, who your band? You're like, your channel sucks, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Like, I have to get this guy on.
Yeah.
I need to know why.
why do I suck? Why am I a terrible YouTube channel? No.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I'm glad that the internet had brought us together. Because honestly, like again, wild, probably one of the wildest finds I've found this year. So it's very cool to have you guys on, and perfect segue to tell the people, if they want to find out where you guys are at, on social media, what you guys have coming up in the next couple months, and anything else you guys would like to plug or talk about is now the times to do it.
Yeah. So our handle is Ruffians AUS, short for Australia. That's our handle on everything, on Facebook, Insta, Twitter,
TikTok,
Grindr, Tinder. We're all over the social pipes. And just follow us, because so the other side is the first single from our upcoming EP, Spooky Kinda Night. So a lot of stuff's coming. The shows are coming.
Woo!
More clips are coming. More songs are coming. Follow the socials. Stay posted.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, again, favorite find, top 10 finds of this year. Mojo top. No, okay. Go seriously. Go check. Go check it. Number one, Ruffians, find of the year, and then just have like a bunch of confetti come up now. Post Brandon's on it. He's gonna do it.
We can do that in post.
I can. I do. Yeah, we are doing it in post. Post Brandon, you got it. I love you too. Go check out Ruffians. Seriously, again, you will be shocked and elated, much like myself. And if you aren't, please DM me and tell me why you weren't shocked, because I'm going to tell you you're a liar. So go check them out. Seriously, I'll leave a link to the other side. It was just, again, one of the wildest things I have found this year, and so fortunate to have you guys on and talk about Ruffians collectively. If you want to follow them on social media, all of the links will be in the description, where you can find out about their band. If they have music to purchase, go buy that shit so that they can, like, get Ollie Sykes on the track. I mean, he's totally already on there, but Yeah.
Right.
Money is
Yeah, he's
money
ready.
is a nice
We've already locked him in.
money is a nice incentive to, maybe
Yeah.
have that happen.
Yeah.
So, just saying, I want to.
He'll pay us, yeah.
Yeah.
Donate to the GoFundMe.
So if you want to hear Ollie Sykes on the next Ruffians track, just be prepared. Your body is not ready. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you enjoyed this interview, share it, like, and subscribe. It goes a long way. Please go subscribe to Ruffians. Go follow them on TikTok. Do all that shit because honestly, great band, great people. So go give them some love. And huge thanks to Ruffians for coming on tonight and doing the chat.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.